Hey there, Lucas from Documenso. I'm just reviewing your PR for pull request 780, improving the UX for password protected documents. First and foremost, awesome work. I really liked it, and I really appreciate the fact that you were willing to update it to also store it in the document meta. While this isn't super useful just now, it'll help us out later on, and so it's nice to do. With that, I liked the code that you had submitted. I did make a few changes, and these are mostly cosmetic and a couple of best practices. I'm just going to quickly go over those. So if I jump to my other editor, I added Zod to our UI library package, purely because we should have it anyway, but also because I've updated this document password dialog to use React hook form. And so we pass in a Zod schema for that. And then we take in a default password, e.g. the one stored in document meta, as well as our on password submit. And this is a change from the sort of controlled input that you had here. It means that we basically treat this as if it were some kind of form. Outside of that, I've kept most of the functionality that you had, changing the is error to add a React hook form error, stopping the user from being able to close the dialog, since if it does need a password, they shouldn't be able to close it since the page will just hang. Again, using React hook form. And then we have a few little styling updates, which aren't super critical. Then in the PDF viewer, I've gotten rid of our usage of TRPC and instead just decided to add an additional on password submit prop here that we can then forward along from our document dialog. This means that we're not hitting our API from our PDF viewer, which seems like it would be asking for a bit too much. Instead, we can optionally just use this. This was a bit hairy to do. I understand why you had to do it using TRPC. In our case, we mostly just change whether the password modal is open, and it's annoying because if you get the password wrong, it'll flicker closed and then open, but I think that's a reasonable trade-off. Additionally, I only did some renames here, changing document password to password because document is implied since it touches the document meta. Same thing here, which also involved changing up the Prisma schema to use password rather than document password. I did notice that you hadn't actually ran the migration yet, which is sort of nice due to me making that update. Otherwise, I would have had to do that too, but that's easy enough. We have our upsert here, which is just the renaming of the props. Updating our lazy PDF viewer to take in the password. And then we should have the same here. I also removed our call to fetch the document meta since we already get it with the document. And so we don't need to hit our database again, which could be a bit slower. Finally, since we've bubbled it up through the PDF viewer, we handle our password submissions in our edit document component or page using that TRPC method that you created. So yeah, really good work. I'm super happy. As you can see, these changes are very minor. And yeah, we appreciate you for contributing to Documenso. So hopefully we see you again sometime soon. Thanks.